love him as Frank Rossitano from 30 Rock. Tina Fey has said he is, quote, one of the all-time greatest weirdos. Please welcome comedian, actor, and artist Judah Friedlander, the world champ.
Wow.
World champ.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you here. You have so many fans here in Canada for your stand-up work, your film, of course, 30 Rock, as we just mentioned.
Yeah.
And you were celebrating. I wanted to see which of your many hats in your collection you would wear today.
Oh, yeah.
And Oxford Dictionary had said you are wearing actually the word of the year, emojis.
Yeah, this is emoji for world champion. You got the trophy, you got the world. So.
Right? How many
Yeah.
hats do you have now?
You know, math has never been a strong point of mine. So,
But, like,
so I
approximate.
don't know. I don't
Hundreds?
know. You know, it could be 20s, could be thousands. I'm just, math is just, it gives me a lot of anxiety. I don't know.
Well, you do have this awesome book out. It's called If the Raindrops United. Of course, Tina Fey gives her stamp of approval, as does Susan Sarandon,
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams. I love Paul Giamatti. I can go on and on. Janine Garofalo. This is awesome. So this has been pretty much like decades, or not? You're not that
Well,
old.
no,
Let's say
no, I'm
20 years
old.
in the
I'm
making.
old. Well, this is a book of drawings and cartoons,
Yeah.
and it's mostly drawings and cartoons I did from the last 2 years. I have a couple in there from when I was like 10 and 11.
Yeah, they're
and then,
cute.
oh, here's one. Yeah, this is the alphabet before it got its act together.
I like this one. And you
Yeah.
run the gamut of like absurd and silly,
Yeah.
tee-hee-hee, cartoony, and
Yeah.
then the thought-provoking ones that you look at for a few minutes.
Yeah, this one right here is like, it deals with, you know, on one side, 2015, you have people waiting in line to buy $20 gluten-free donuts. And on the other side, 1931, after the stock market crash in the U.S., you have people waiting hours hoping to get free bread.
Yeah.
So back then, when they were starving and had no jobs, gluten was really not a problem.
Yeah, and now
back
the
then.
absurdity of it all
So-
in terms of what we will line up
Yeah.
for. So you make political comments, environmental ones, on rising sea levels.
Yeah, this one's Uber Turtle. this is like funny, but it's also kind of serious because Uber has its problems as well. And
Yeah.
here you are in a capitalist society, and I believe the U.S. is more of a capitalist society than Canada is, and that's not a put down at all. That's
No.
a compliment in my eyes. But so even in the U.S., even turtles, even the animals, it's so hard for them to get by. They're forced to take a part-time job as an Uber driver.
And they're very slow, so instead of there's an app for that, there's a nap for that Uber.
Oh, I like that.
Did you want to steal that? Maybe
No,
for
I
next
don't
one?
want to steal
No, you
it. I want to bring you in. I'm not a thief. I want to bring you into the enterprise.
Do you consider yourself an activist? And when do you have time to put these together? I know your parents, who you dedicated this book to, which I love.
Yeah.
They were very crucial in giving you input. They said, pull back on this one. Maybe you want to fix this one up a little bit.
Yeah,
edit.
well, you know, when I do jokes, stand-up, which is my main trade, you know, stand-up is something you can't practice. You have to do it in front of an audience. So
You're
you're
very
constantly
brave.
getting feedback. So I'm a guy, when I'm doing things, I like feedback. I like to see how people respond. And so I'm doing the book, and which is all drawings and artwork, so I need to show it to people, but I don't want to show it to too many people.
Yeah.
So I did show it to my folks a lot, and then a couple of close friends to get feedback on some of them. Some of them I didn't have to show get any feedback, but there were certain ones where I tinkered with over and over, and may have had 10 to 15 different versions of them before I finally settled on the
And
final
you're
one.
constantly doing this, right? You're always doodling. and
Yeah, you know,
between shows.
I really, when 30 Rock ended, I started touring a lot. So what people don't realize when you tour as a comic, there's a lot of sleep deprivation because you're traveling a lot, getting up really early for those. You have shows late at night, and then you're also, where you are, you're doing local morning TV shows and radio shows, getting up at 6 a.m.
Like right now.
Right, and you might not be getting to bed until 3 a.m. because your show ended at 12:30 a.m.
Yeah.
So it's so to sort of combat all that, you know, the downtime, the stress. The drawing and artwork has always been very relaxing for me.
Therapeutic.
So it's kind of like a meditation or a yoga almost, where you're being creative, but it's not necessarily your main thing, so it's not as stressful. It's just relaxing.
And you're a man of many talents. You also may be seen doing the occasional ping pong tennis playing match. How did you get that good? Hours of practice?
I actually have my ping pong paddle with me.
Come on.
Yeah.
Does it have a name?
No, it doesn't have a name, but
Have you
yeah, this
painted,
is actually
have
this
you
clip
painted
here.
your paddle, Judah?
What's
Have
that?
you painted your paddle like you do your hats?
No, but I do put them together.
I got to
Yeah.
see this.
Oh yeah, you know,
He's
I do
not
have my
kidding. He
paddle.
actually is carrying his paddle.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
travel with my paddle. Yeah.
I feel like you have to name your. This is your. Oh, look at
Yeah.
it. It's seen some days.
Oh yeah. No, this is a paddle that's used. Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, you know, you probably didn't know this, but U.S. and Canada actually share basically an Olympic team when it comes to table tennis.
Is that right?
Most countries get to send 3 women and 3 men, but between the U.S. and Canada combined, they only get to send 3 men and 3 women.
That? So I
Yeah.
feel like you need to be part of the team. You need to represent the 3
Actually,
from the
in the
States.
clip you just showed, that's my friend Tal Leibovitz. He's actually on the U.S. Paralympic team.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. He has a disability, so he's actually won gold medals in the Paralympics a couple times.
Love that you're giving him a
Yeah.
shout out. So
Yeah.
there's nothing you can't do is what we've learned here today on the show, including an upcoming show you have, Cooking with Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, I do. Border Town, January 3rd, 9:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox.
Very well.
It's a new animated show from the guys who did Family Guy, so I'm
Gonna be
excited
good.
about it.
Make sure you pick it up, everybody. It's called If the Raindrops United, and
Yeah.
see this man in the flesh with his ping pong paddle tomorrow. You'll be at the Comedy Bar. That's 945 Bloor Street West tomorrow night. For more information, comedybar.ca. Continued success. Thank you for all your
Thank
laughter
you.
and joy. Right now, over to Cav. Actually, we'll serve it in the newsroom. Right there.
That's pretty good technique. Yeah.
Is anybody else? I'm more surprised by the fact they actually make covers for ping pong paddles.
They actually make covers because you travel with your trusty ping pong paddle.
Yeah, well, you have to keep the rubber, you know, in the
Fine
sheets here.
spring form.
Yeah.